Hi everyone, and welcome to Sustain Life Journal Yoga. Today we'll be flowing through a Hatha yoga and meditation class. You can go ahead and get started in Balasana pose with your feet together, knees spread out wide, forehead gently resting on the mat, and your hands resting on the mat as well, just gently pressing into the earth. Begin by taking deep inhales and exhales through your nose and beginning to become present with your breath, with your surroundings, and cultivating a bit of gratitude for the time that you have to focus on your self-care practice. We can begin to shift our hands to the right side of our mat, stacking our left palm on top of our right, and just feeling a nice stretch in our left side body. Take a deep inhale through your nose, and on your exhale, begin to tiptoe your fingers over to the left side of your mat, stacking your right palm on top of your left hand, gently resting your forehead onto the earth. Slowly start to walk your hands back towards center and then make your way up onto your heels. We'll rotate our fingertips out in front of us, placing them on the earth just to stretch out our wrists a bit. In a lot of yoga poses, we have a lot of pressure on our wrists, so it's good to stretch them out a bit. Begin to peel your hands away from your mat, giving them a little shake as we move into a little bit of a breathwork practice. You can stay seated on your heels or sit in a cross-legged position, whatever feels comfortable for you. We'll begin by taking a deep inhale through our nose to the count of 1, 2, 3, 4, hold, and exhale 1, 2, 3, 4. Inhale 1, 2, 3, 4, hold, and exhale 1, 2, 3, 4. You can return to your normal breathing pattern, and then we'll slowly roll over onto our hands and knees, stacking shoulders over wrists, hips over knees. Begin to draw your belly button in towards your spine, tucking your chin in towards your chest, pressing deeply into the palms of your hands. And then on your exhale, you can allow your belly button to fall down towards the earth, lifting your chin up towards the sky. We'll continue to flow through our Bhuttilasana and Marjalasana poses at your own pace and rhythm, following the guidance of your breath and eventually adding in your own organic movements. Once you feel all evened out, you can begin to walk your hands in front of you, lowering your upper body or forehead onto the earth or onto your hands, and just stretching out our shoulders. Try to keep your hips stacked over your knees and just gently breathe into this release. Slowly start to peel your forehead away from the mat, walking your hands back towards your body, beginning to tuck your toes, lifting your hips, and shifting back into Adho Mukha Svanasana. You can begin bending one knee, then the other, allowing your chest to come towards your knees and pressing into your hands. Feel free to keep your knees with a generous bend. Take a deep inhale through your nose, lifting your right foot up behind you. And then bending your knee, drawing your right knee in towards your chest, moving slowly. And then allowing your right foot to come to the outside of your hands as we come into a lizard pose. Your left knee can drop onto the earth, pressing into your hands, maybe opening up your right knee, and just breathing. If you'd like to feel a stronger sensation, you can begin to lift your right foot up towards your upper body, pressing into your left hand and reaching back with your right hand, holding on to your calf or your foot. Taking a deep inhale. And then on your exhale, you can return your right hand to the inside of your foot, lifting your hips and stepping back into a plank pose. Tuck your belly button in, press into your hands, and then shift back into Adho Mukha Svanasana. Take a deep inhale through your nose, lifting your left foot up behind you. And then bending your knee, drawing your knee in towards your chest, and then allowing your left foot to come to the outside of your left hand. Dropping your right knee, and then sinking your hips down towards the earth. Pressing up onto the palms of your hands or onto your fists to add a little extra support. And then just tap into the present moment and each sensation that arises right here, right now. You're welcome to bend your right leg, reaching back with your left hand, really opening up your chest. No need to, you're welcome to stay right where you are. And then on your next exhale, we can slowly and mindfully release our hand and foot, bringing our hands back to the front of our mat, lifting our hips and stepping back into plank pose. Taking a couple breaths here, you've got this. And then shifting back into our Adho Mukha Svanasana. Begin to lift your right foot up towards the sky. Bend your knee, draw your knee in towards your chest, allowing your right foot to come in between your hands, spiraling your left foot down parallel with your mat as we open up into Virabhadrasana 2, extending your hands in opposite directions, stacking your knee over your right ankle, and just breathing. Reverse warrior, allowing our left hand to come to our left leg and then reaching over with your right fingertips. Try to maintain the integrity in your right knee, or if you'd like, you can lengthen, straighten out your right leg. It really just depends on what you need. Begin to bend into your right knee, spiraling your hands to the outside of your right foot, lifting your hips, bringing both feet to the back of your mat, pausing in your plank, and then when you're ready, shifting to a downward facing dog. Lifting your left foot up behind you, bending your knee, placing your left foot in between your hands, spiraling your right foot down parallel with your mat, opening up into Virabhadrasana 2, reaching your hands in opposite directions and sinking into your left knee. Take a deep inhale through your nose. And on your exhale, challenge yourself to sink just a little bit deeper. Allow your right hand to come onto your right leg, lifting your left fingertips up above you, reaching back behind you, stretching out our front body. And if you'd like, you can lengthen out your left leg, continuing to reach back with your left hand. Mindfully begin to sink into your left knee, spiraling your hands around, framing your left foot, stepping back into plank pose, holding, and then shifting back into Adho Mukha Svanasana. Taking a couple breaths here to reset. And then drawing your right knee in towards your chest, allowing your right shin to be parallel with the top of your mat, extending your left leg behind you, pressing up onto your hands. And holding here, this is a perfectly wonderful place to be. Or if you would like a different sensation, you can come down onto your elbows. Today, I'm gonna stay up on my hands. Begin to press into your hands, shifting your hips back, feet meeting at the back of your mat, and then drawing your knee in towards your chest, allowing your left shin to be parallel with the top of your mat, extending your right leg long behind you, and I guess, again, pressing your hands into the mat, really stretching out your front body. Tuning in to what you need on this side of your body. Begin to roll over onto your bottom, bringing both legs to the front of the mat, maybe coming into a boat pose and slowly making your way onto your back into our Supta Baddha Konasana. Bringing the soles of your feet together, knees out wide, one hand to your belly and one hand to your heart. And just taking a moment to see what pops up for you as you lay here. Does your mind rest, or do you have thoughts of self-criticism? Are you thinking of things happening outside of your space, or are you solely focused on your breath? There's no judgment, just a gentle reminder that you've carved out this space for you, and to keep enjoying it, to keep enjoying the present moment as they come. You're welcome to stay in this pose or to stretch out into a more typical Shavasana pose with your feet at the bottom of your mat and your hands gently resting beside you, or really any other pose that feels comforting for you. Our Shavasana will melt into our meditation for the day. In this time, we will challenge ourselves to keep our attention on our inhales and exhales, on the music that will be playing, on your breath, noticing thoughts but not getting wrapped up in them. It's definitely a practice. It's not easy. It takes a lot of practice, but it is possible. It can bring many benefits to your life. I'll let you begin to rest, and I'll let you know when the meditation is complete. begin to take small movements in your fingers and toes, maybe shifting your head side to side, maybe laying on one side in a fetal position and eventually making your way up into a seated position. Gently letting the light in your eyes, and just feeling gratitude for this practice, for all of the teachers that created yoga in India thousands of years ago that we now get to use today to help us to find healing and awareness. I really, really appreciate you taking the time to practice with Sustained Life Journal Yoga. If you would like to learn more about sustainable living and yoga lifestyle tips, you can check out sustainedlifejournal.com and sign up for the newsletter and subscribe to the channel if you want regular yoga classes coming your way. But I hope you have a beautiful rest of your day. Take really good care of yourself, and I'll see you next time.